What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Utes will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's King. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And the Yellow Jackets are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He makes the catch. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy, Henry. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. Complete downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
This is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gives it on the option. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's King. Finds his big tight end. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And he was able to break 1 tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this is secondary. This defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Gonna run it. It's Haynes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Yellow Jackets line it up with a 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Trying to barrel in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. To the ground with the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's King. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
That great first drive by this offense, capped off 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll leave it with the lone back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route. Take advantage. Hit it right now.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Timeout, Utah. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. Agent George D. Burnell. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Parker. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's got it again. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
The Utes are moving quickly down the field. The run from the shotgun. Oh, a lot of space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Utes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. Turning on the Jets. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another 1st down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Georgia Tech, 7. Utah, 0. They'll immediately call timeout. Timeout, Utah. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Got a short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running behind that left side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. Wide open spaces. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Yellow Jackets back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. He's loose. It's a running room. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And the Yellow Jackets, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The Yellow Jackets will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Slams it ahead. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Second and goal coming up. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They think there's room to run to the right here. At the 35, he's got room. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
The Utes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Slings it. Snagged in the middle. It's Parker. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Rides the back on the option to give.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Under fire. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's really hard on a defense to drop back and know it's pass. And then a quarterback like that, he just has the ability to pull it down and just, bam, shoot through a hole, chew up yards so fast, outrun fast guys. It's just really hard to stop in today's football.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Patterson. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Kane. Catch in the middle. It's Patterson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. They're going to run it.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Haynes. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll give it to the back. It's a seam wide open. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Rivers. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Back to throw. It's King. Pulls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. They've got the screen set up. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
And the Yellow Jackets will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Now on the option. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Great job by the back on the
some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Dampier. They're working that left side.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Utes have a lot of options on second and inches. On the option. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. The give to the tailback. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's Rodgers. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He breaks a tackle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Utes are flying down the field. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Wide open downfield. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot in zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Powell. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Looking downfield, it's King. Fires to the wideout. Picked off.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The official says no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Kane. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Haynes. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
A nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Rutherford. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. The Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. The quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Kane. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, going up top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Got his man downfield. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. The Utes will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Punt is in the air. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. This should be the last play of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The short hands. It's Rutherford. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. It's a reverse. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And playing defense now in college football, you have to be ready for motions. And wide receivers are becoming more and more part of the game plan of getting them the football, letting them be running backs. You see it even in the NFL some too. Great job by the defense. They were ready for it. They were aware. Now the offense maybe use that as a decoy in the future.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Smashes through the tackle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. The Yellow Jackets get enough for the 1st down. You know, gone are the days when the down marker says 4 and you automatically send the punt team.
No doubt. So many numbers, so many possessions. Everything is monitored. Everything is calculated. And now the analytics say, listen, you got to take more chances if you want to win games.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Might be looking to run. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Rides the back and leaves it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Extending the play. With the catch, it's Gray. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the 1st down marker. And the Utes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Punt is on its way. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. We'll see how aggressive this defense is with just a few minutes to play. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Back to throw, it's King. Makes the catch, it's Patterson. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Stop right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team does a good job, touches it dead, no return on this one.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the biggest drive of the game for this offense, down 1 score. From his end zone, looking to throw, got to take care of the ball. Got it in the middle, it's Bray. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Gets it out fast. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air.
The offense gets the ball out pretty quick, but man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we've got to get the 1st down, or we've got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down and run across the 45. What a great job to get out of there, pick up the 1st down, get out of bounds, clock stopped, and now they'll reset.
4th quarter, obviously trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass and he still takes off and gets the 1st down. It's his time. It's the 4th quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
They'll move the tight end. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Rodgers. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Dampier. Quickly to the tight end.
And that is a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those 1st downs and just make that clock run.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Looking to fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.